Who turned off the music?
Yeah, what happened? Are we live?
We're all like,
Hello, guys.
Wait, I thought that was. What's going on?
Welcome
It's
to.
on Flavio's end.
Damn it! The
I mean,
diabetes.
am I still lagging?
no, it's gotten a lot better.
What?
Sure.
I
Sorry,
think
guys.
Dante just had an episode of.
I just got some Red Bull and I got some. I got started. But anyway, how you doing, guys? And welcome to episode 57 of Between Collectors. And no, you're not watching the Wolfpack Wednesdays. No, you're not watching the Ben Thomas Show, Flavio's House, or Isiko. Happen to be that all these amazing people are in one place for tonight.
That's called an orgy.
That's or a collaboration in a normal world. But I want to introduce everyone here, and we're going to start with the newest member of the panel, which is Flavio. Flavio, House of Collectibles in the house. How you doing, my friend? Welcome, first time here. How you doing, sir?
I am doing great, Dante. Thank you for having me. Just very, very appreciative to be here with you guys, and yeah, it's an honor. I cannot wait to talk on what's going on, man. We got a lot of news in the hobby right now, so it's going to be a great night, and I'm sure Easy's going to keep me on my feet here with a bunch of laughs. So I'm just very happy to be here, and thank you
I
for
was gonna
having me.
say keep me stiff or something.
Yeah. On your back, knees. I mean, this can go anyway, bro. This is your first time here. Welcome.
And of course, another newest member of the panel, Mr. Ben Thomas, the Ben Thomas Show in the house. Man, welcome.
Dude, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here. It's like full circle because I used to watch your channel before I even started my own 2 years ago. So it's cool to actually get on with you and Easy. And like, just so everybody out there realizes this, Dante is like, Easy's crazy, right? So like, if you're going to be on the panel tonight, you got to be ready for it. Just saying.
I was
I have to warn everyone.
I was beaten as a child.
No, great to meet you. Great to meet Flavio, Easy. Good to see you, Jedi, of course, and Mr. Dilo. Love being here. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Oh man, anytime. And of course, we have the Jedi Knight Watch. He was part of the Between Collectors, and now he's back again doing his cameo. How you doing, my friend?
Doing well. Yeah, I'm not the new guy, but I'm definitely like the throwback here. So it's good to collab with you guys once again. I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about. I do have some thoughts on this God Loki that came out today, so I'm excited to talk with you guys and nerd out, as Easy likes to say.
Nerd it out. And of course, no, he's not low for a reason. He's still out the collector. How you doing, sir?
Oh, that was good.
Oh, man. I moved my camera. I'll move it back out to the stream. I get it. I'm short.
It does look kind of... It's fun. It's good, yeah.
I wanted more background, okay? Look at all the pretty lights. I worked really hard on this stuff, okay? You know what? You want to play? We can do that.
Whoa.
Bye, Dante. Bye, Dilo.
Thanks for having me on the show again, guys.
All right,
I
Easy,
really
you
look
are the
short.
new
Like,
host.
oh my
Welcome,
god.
guys. This is the low side of the collecting world.
So D Low here on the panel today. Nice to be back again for another exciting episode Between Collectors. I'm gonna do this back. My neck hurts. All right.
Yeah,
All right, coming back. But yeah,
we're not spring chickens anymore, sir.
no, we're not. We're getting too old for this shit. But no, with my boy Graham over here, I'm super excited to talk about today's announcement. That was out of nowhere. We didn't even have a chance to recover from May the 4th. I'm hung over on that.
Right.
And now here we are. I'm some low key shit. D-Lo.
What the fuck,
Oh,
Dilo?
like that. Segue.
All the puns.
Hello.
Oh God,
Bye.
I peed a little.
Hi, we have the Mr. Buying Easy Company Collectibles in the house. How you doing, Papito?
So, what's up? Dilo, my little guanquacas have some nice faces on here today, but newly on, Ben and Flavio, welcome to the stream.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
And I hope you can keep it stiff the whole way through. Thank you,
I
guys.
swallowed a Viagra. It got stuck in my throat.
Honey, why is it still soft?
Oh man. Okay, so it's gonna be a crazy show. Just get your drinks ready. Wine, vodka, whatever you have, just get it.
Piss.
Why do you have? Never mind.
Grandma's pickle
Why
juice.
do I have to have? But anyway, this
Hey,
is how we
DC
start.
reference. I like that DC reference. We turned that. Nice, thank you, Graham.
It's a nice transition there. This is how we start. Between
I don't drink piss. Aha, I win. Everyone's muted. Now Dante. Dante, are you alive? What's up with everybody? Unmute yourselves. There we go.
I don't know why I was muted.
I don't know. It was so weird. Like it was a super. I was looking at live, and the intro happened, but then I was just muted, and nothing happened, and then the intro was about to start again.
It's that Burger King Wi-Fi.
What the hell? Okay, well, I think we made it. I think we're okay. I think we survived. All right. So it is not between collectors. We're doing without you guys. All right.
Dante, are you drunk?
In the house. Dude, I'm not drunk. I'm freaking tired. So that's the word. Evan
I'm
Thomas
tired.
in the house, of course. The movie canon. Hello, collectors. How you doing, sir? We have a Doodle in the house. Yo, another crossover. We do. We have another. You know, you see, that was the purpose of Between Collectors. That's how I met Graham. That's how I met Brother Cousins. That's how I met Big Breda and many good YouTubers.
I was waiting for you to say that's how I met my wife, but it didn't happen. That's how I met my wife. Oh. D-Lo, happy to see you.
No, that was the purpose. That was the, I guess, the intention of having Between Collectors, just to meet with different people. You know, that was
Tinder.
It's like a nice version of Tinder.
Seriously, we'll just be
Where
friends.
everybody goes home happy. There you go.
I know. Loki Collector says, "Did someone say Loki?" Somebody.
Hey. We're gonna be talking about that dude, so yes.
Love you in the house. Eric Hink, how you doing, sir? Hey Dante, I got the Loki, dude. Every time that okay, so let me put it this way. I'm not too much into Artisan edition. You know, I don't have faith that the final product is gonna look as good as the prototype, because I've seen Hato is doing Rooted Hair and it wasn't the greatest. Plus, I believe it's overpriced. I feel like I can get the collector's edition for this, and it looks exactly the same, but awesome. So every time that I get the text, because I'm always working, everyone is always working. So when I get the text and trying to be online, I'm like the 10,000 in line. I'm like, yeah, right. I'm not gonna get nothing.
Same, dude.
So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get the sculpted one. I'm happy with it. Clinton Martin, howdy, folks. How you doing, sir? So we're gonna start with the first topic because we have a few cool releases and announcements, of course. And I'm a Transformers fan. I don't know if you guys are Transformers fans, but I am. So we're gonna start with the first topic: Transformers Rollout. And let me see if I can find the freaking screen because I always get these shit mixed up.
Bumblebee.
Where's
Well, I
this?
got Bumblebee. He's behind me.
So we got this thing here.
Not what I expected when he said Transformers.
No,
For
me neither. I thought this was actually like
I
a
was like,
Transformers segment.
First news I'm hearing this. Okay.
What did I miss?
What do we got?
Here we go.
We have a new Transformers. This is Optimus Prime, Black Panther edition,
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda Forever edition. So I'm gonna start with Dilo, since he was very excited to talk about this beautiful figure here.
So exciting. Yes.
What are his
Yes.
thoughts?
My thoughts. It's surprisingly it's positive. I think it's a really cool figure. It definitely gives me that Iron Man look that it's going for, right? With a little twist of Black Panther in the middle there. I mean, it definitely has that Transformer vibe. I will agree with that there. I do like the LEDs on here. Is that actually glowing there, or is that just like Photoshop right there?
Probably it's Photoshop, no? Hot
Probably.
Toys.
Well, if it's not, impressive.
Oh, look
If
at
it
this.
is, no, I think it is. It looks like it glows.
Oh yeah, it glows.
Hold on, is that a mini Black Panther in the
It's
middle
like
there?
Men in Black shit going on there.
No, man, that's like freaking.
Dude.
That's Megazord status right there, bro.
I know.
Look
I
at
was
that.
like,
Okay. All right. So now I thought this was like Black Panther wearing the suit. So there's a Black Panther in a Black Panther. Okay. Well, very cool. Very cool. I like it. Definitely not something that really appeals to me in my collection there. But I think for a one-off piece, that actually is pretty damn unique. I like it.
Is that a mini?
I
Wait.
don't know, it looks.
Wait, so
Wakanda
is that like a
Prime?
really really small Black Panther, or is this supposed to be
Very
really large?
He's sitting down.
And it's really
Well,
soft. I
yeah,
mean,
but he
there's not
fits
a
in
lot
his
of detail.
chest. So is this like?
That
Yeah,
looks
this
like
is 1/6 scale. It would be huge.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be
Yeah.
huge.
Maybe it's like the reverse. Is like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids version. You know?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying,
looks
is
like something you'd spike a girl's drink in the bar with. Like,
Before
you've been
we-
Black Panther, Wakanda forever.
Before we continue, I want to
Except
say
the girl
hi.
runs away.
Before we continue, I want to say hi to Jomo, who's a member of the channel. How you doing, sir? Thank you
Jomo.
very, very much
Hey,
for
what's
stopping by.
up? Toma arigato, yo mo.
Mr.
Okay,
Roboto.
stop.
By the way, I need members, guys. I need members. I'm gonna give an announcement later in the show.
I need members.
I need members. I
All right,
need freaking members.
Costco.
We are. Yeah, I
That's one
know.
way to sell yourself.
You'll get.
All right.
You'll,
All right, Costco.
you'll
Come
get.
on.
You get a discount for gas,
I can't walk around telling people you need this.
groceries.
$1.99 pizza.
Oh man, you can get some chicken fingers as well. Like
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you,
Collar
man.
glizzies.
I'm telling you, man.
Wait, is that the same figure?
It is a figure.
Holy cow!
Should
So-
get
Transformed.
It's kind of cool, right?
Since
Simon?
Dilo
Really
said that he
cool.
loves it. What about you?
Love
Graham?
it.
What about me? For being totally honest, I forgot this was a thing, and when it was released, I saw the first picture and I didn't look at the rest because I knew it was something that I have no interest in. Kind of like Dilo said, this is like a real, niche? A real niche piece here. Like, and I'm trying to figure out who this really is for. I guess the Iron Man people, but it's Black Panther. So, having said that, just looking at the figure, it does look pretty cool. I do like the purple, with like the black and the gunmetal. I also really like the Wakanda, like the writing going down the chest and then the helmet as well. So it does look cool, but just no need for it. There's just too many other things coming out or dropping that would be way ahead of this. So if you're a person that just gets everything, or you just really love like Transformer-ish figures or Black Panther or Iron Man, then this is probably for you. But it does look cool. I could see it having some good shelf presence, but just kind of an odd figure by Hot Toys. So easy pass for me.
Yeah, it is not the. I mean, personally, it doesn't look bad at all, but it's definitely not for me. But Ben, what are your thoughts about on this? I don't know how to even call this thing. Is that like a Black Panther Transformers
A
edition?
Panther Transformer, yeah, I feel like you're in the right sweet spot there, buddy. This is one of those like kind of not quoting Wakanda Forever or Black Panther, but quoting one of my favorite Jurassic Park lines. The scientists were so preoccupied with whether they didn't stop to think if they should. And I kind of feel like that's this one, to be fully honest. It's like, I don't know why they decided to give us this at this point. It is objectively really, really cool. If you have it under cool display lighting, I think it could come to life for sure. I also think this might be for the folks who aren't necessarily 6-scale collectors, but are just huge Black Panther fans or Transformer fans, maybe kind of a combination of both. This could be a really cool display piece in a power office sort of thing out there, especially in the Panther mode, right? Like there's some cool aspects to it. So I think it's one of those pieces that if it was in somebody's collection, it would still draw the eye. It would still, beg some questions like, what is that? Why did you like that? What did you get it for? And objectively, it would look cool in any display. So not for me, though. And I think that's the crazy part is like talking all like my friends who are collectors and everybody. I don't know if I've heard one person say they're getting this yet, which is wild. Because usually there's at least, we always say, who's this for? And then there's that one guy that's like, I love this, but I haven't met that guy yet. So we'll see.
I know, like I'm on every single wait list.
Yeah.
Didn't convert. Oh, I love this figure.
And now that I said that,
get it.
somebody in the chat's going to be like, I got this, Ben.
I know. I know.
100%.
I'm offended. I actually pre-ordered day one.
Nah, you didn't. Don't lie. Don't lie. Lies. Deception. Mr. Flavio, what are your thoughts about this Black Panther Transformers Wakanda comic edition?
Yeah, it's definitely unique. Like Graham was saying, this caters to a specific group of people, but even from the solicitation photos when it first announced, it wasn't something that caught my eye. I do believe way back when it first announced, I believe it's part of a comic line or something where the Avengers are kind of like mechanized or something like that. And I think there was even a cover of, you know, the Hulk and Thor and, you know, Spider-Man in kind of like mech-like suits like this. So I don't know if they're going to continue down this line, but definitely it's an easy pass for me. It's not something that, you know, I would want to represent in my collection. Not saying that the figure looks bad by any means. I think it looks cool. I'm not sure if it's die cast. If it was die cast, I think that would even make the figure a little bit more appealing as well. But I like the angles and all the different, you know, shapes that, you know, he has on the body that, you know, make up all the different muscles and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, besides the lighting aspect and all of that, it's not something for me. But it is very cool. I really did like, though, when they showed the release photos, because that was not something that they showed in the original promo pics, was that, you know, Transformer style with the small Black Panther in his chest. And I think it's really cool because it's kind of like a miniaturized Black Panther sitting on the throne in his chest. So I do admire that. I think that looks very cool. But nonetheless, I want to see when this get into collectors' hands and see how easy it is to get it in this transformed version like this, where he's on all fours like that. But yeah, easy pass for me.
Right. And I hope it doesn't break.
Yeah.
That's one of my hopes. But
What's
I
crazy
heard
too.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say what's crazy too is I just looked at the price and being at $460. I can just think of so
Oof.
many other things like
Oh yeah.
that I'd rather have at that price point. So it's just
$460?
It's definitely got to be die cast then.
it
at
is
that
die
price.
cast, and then
Oh.
but then like such a small market, and then I could just think of like so many other things to get before this. So
Do you
It's
guys
wild.
think this will? Did this wait list at all by any chance?
did.
Do you got, oh wow!
It
So
did,
it
but-
must have been a small run.
right, I was just gonna say that doesn't necessarily mean it's popular. It just means maybe they ordered 10. You know.
I think this caters, you know, believe it or not, I think this caters more to the people overseas. If I had to guess,
That's a good
probably.
point.
That's a probably a good point, yeah.
The other part that worries me too is just like the actual transforming process. Like, I don't know if you guys have had that experience with Hot Toys where, you know, the glue fails and something falls off, or
Oh,
you
yeah.
easily
Yeah, like-
snap a plastic
well,
piece.
what was
Those-
that?
Those
Sorry.
Iron Man fins are like plastic on the plastic hinges. So like if
Everybody
that's
was
the same
having
stuff.
Yeah.
trouble with that
100%.
Mark V transformation. It was like all plastic clips, clear clips. So like
Even
I
my
don't.
Mark 7 diecast transformation into like the pod, I only ever did that one time and put him back, and I was like, I will never do that
Dude, you're
again. That was
sweating after
horrible.
you do it. Like you're
Sweating,
like, oh
dude,
my
100%.
god.
Great man. I
So
never
it's like,
tried
yeah.
it.
So for this, it's like, will you ever change it from this position once you get it there? If it's classic Hot Toys, or is it kind of different design? Is it different material that we can?
Ben was so
Oh, yeah.
strong transformation, he filed for
You
bankruptcy.
gotta have balls to transform.
100%.
That was one of the reasons why I don't play around with those things. Like when I do reviews, I mean, back in the day when I used to do like day one reviews, like very, very often, I used to break hands, bags.
Mm.
It was freaking nightmare. Only for changing hands. Imagine transforming something like this.
Mhm.
You know, it's nuts. But Izzy, I know that you're gonna get a couple of these, right? Maybe the only two that were on.
Oh, yeah. The time that Black Panther had sex with a Digimon, I want his kids. It's so funny watching the panel just go down. Everybody's like, "This is awesome. This is cool. This is great." No one's getting it.
No.
No,
Nobody's getting this.
it's
Nobody's
beautiful.
Getting this. This
It's
is so
amazing.
horrible. The only thing making this, I feel, I mean, I see where you guys think it's cool. It's a great concept, sharp edges, nice lines, sexy body. But the background, the lighting, everything, is, for me, this is not even a good figure. I think this is just photography, and that's it. Don't give it to me. Don't even hand it to me. Don't put it in a case. Just imagine this cat transformed inside of your D12 or stand. It'll look like a Lego mechanic build.
A Bionicle.
A Bionicle or something. It'll be just so random. And Graham, you said what? Over like $400?
That's
460.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow,
$460.
460.
This is a $500 figure out the door.
That's
Jeez.
unbelievable.
Crazy.
And the
Half
fact
a
that they
G.
waitlisted, I believe, like Graham said, they probably made like 7.
And this is
We're
the
like
only,
one only for Howie.
this is the
Future
only
Graham.
one of its line too. So it's like, what are you pairing it with?
I mean,
Like,
Clinton did really good referencing to the
Yeah.
Iron Mans and Deadpool when they had the Iron variants. It would
Right.
kind of look cool in a little setup, but this is so off because it actually transforms into a little pussy. So it's like, it's like, where do you put this thing? And I don't know why it's like holding the sword in its mouth. Is that comic referencing
Yeah.
or it's comic referencing?
I think he can't
no
carry it in
arms.
his
Well, when he
quads.
transforms, he doesn't have a holster. He's got to carry it around with him.
What does he
My
walk up
dog
to? The
doesn't
guy?
carry it around in her arms either.
No, I don't know why Hot Toys went this route. They waitlisted it, kind of.
Maybe they just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take it out.
Yeah, they probably went propaganda with it. But you know what?
I mean,
Yeah, like-
this is definitely not a U.S. market. I'm sorry, Ben / Canadian market figure, right?
Represent.
It's definitely one of those things where it's like it definitely that appeals to the Hong Kong buyers and stuff like that. They love their mechs, they love their Iron Mans, they love their Voltrons and all the other stuff they have over there. So this is going to be like probably hot over there, and probably no one over here is going to even consider this one
but
here.
They should load a boat full of these things and just let it sink. Plain and-
But it's weird. Like, when was this announced? Like, you would think that they would continue with this line if they want to keep driving.
well, yeah.
You know, this was a long time ago, and they just
8 months
took
ago,
forever and just released this. Like, nothing else ever, from this line. So it's, I don't know.
I doubt it actually transforms like you would expect a transformer from it, like what's that? Like a Bandai or something.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it's more of take
Like
it
a Banta?
apart, break it, and then put it back. It's not going to go hit or Optimum Power.
Thomas 216. Hello there. Hello there. How you doing,
Hello
sir?
there.
Clinton Martin. Voltron. Yes. Voltron. I like Voltron actually. Christian Cooper says probably just get the other version. What other version?
Wait, is there something we don't know? Son of a bitch. We have to
The
revive
actual
it.
Black Panther.
I know we were having
okay.
a side
Yeah,
convo about Loki.
Oh. Graham.
Please, second kit. It's cool, but not for that price.
Yeah,
I do agree. I think it's very pricey, and that's one of the concerns, right? You don't want to transform it because then it's gonna break, and then you're gonna be like having a $400 destroyed piece. So yeah,
How much would you guys spend on this? $100, 150, 200,
no,
300?
180.
Yeah, 185.
You would, and then you'd if it was
But it's
180, you'd be like,
die-cast?
yeah, I'll go with that.
but is it diecast or just plastic?
It's diecast. Yeah,
It would
It's
sell to me
diecast.
I honestly, I wouldn't even go down that route of like choosing what I would pay for.
I'm
it
gonna show you
because
something.
I don't
Go
even
ahead.
want it in my collection.
It's a slippery slope.
Confirm.
You're gonna see this on Facebook Marketplace for $180 at some point. I'm like, I'm still not getting.
I'm trying to trade it for a crosshair.
At some point too, you're gonna run out of space, and you're like, damn, I wish I didn't spend $50 on
Yeah,
that thing.
this is a figure that you donate sperm. You're like, okay, I guess I'll take this.
There's gonna be a guy where there's like, this is up for trade, and I'm trading it for a crosshair.
Oh god. Oh
Right, yeah.
man. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
this is the
show you
freest Marvel.
something totally not related to
penis.
Hot Toys.
Finally.
But
No
Wow.
shot
It's
at
never-
monetization tonight.
No.
Put the cookie
I
down.
pay the bills, man.
Tonight's
Right,
show's
so
on
we're
us.
talking about
This one's free.
Transformers. So we're talking about Transformers. The piece that we just saw is, it's diecast. That's what the description says, I guess.
I'm gonna pull up
But
Chris
look at this
Jenner.
thing here.
Oh, that's not Chris Jenner.
Look at this thing. I don't know if you guys heard about this company, Yolopark. So this thing here, I
That's a
don't know
kit.
if how can
Like
I
a
make this
parkour
shit
park?
bigger?
Parkour.
I have to buy this thing. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? This thing
Is this the
so
one you were
is
talking about? It's all steel.
Yeah, this
What?
is
Did you
like
buy it
there's
yet?
some die-cast pieces. Yeah, I bought it. Fuck it.
Dude, that's
I mean,
sick.
you can do anything with this thing, but that's the thing. Like, you put it together.
It's gonna be another rabbit hole, Dante.
Mm.
Because this is the actual fun Transformer.
It's
You
cool
cannot
that get to
transform
put
it.
together.
You cannot transform it. It's just like that, right? But it's super articulate. You can do a lot of shit, and it's about what? I think 8 inches, 7 inches.
How much?
It's only 50
It's like
bucks,
4
bro.
inches more than anybody needs.
$50. And
Yeah, that's what she said.
But not only that, I also ordered Megatron to pair with him.
I told you.
Ooh.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But 50
They look
bucks.
really
very
nice
big,
though.
That's really nice, yeah.
Dude, I would rather get this any day
Right.
than that. Than
Same.
that.
So basically, for the price of one, or less for the price of one, I got two. You know. But again, it's personal preference, right? But I think the shit was pretty cool though. And I said, you know what? Why not? It's only 50 bucks.
That's not
It's
personal
gonna kill
preference,
me.
Dante. You just buy shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I
buy
have no
random shit.
opinion, but I'm buying it.
Dude, I'd like to see a review on those.
I'm on the fence on that one. I don't know if I'm gonna do a review or not.
Do it. Do it.
Might as well.
I have a lot of SH figure arts. I love Dragon Ball, so
Over
I have
100,
a
right?
bunch.
Dude,
I have a
that
bunch. Brand new
that-
seal, but I haven't even opened them yet.
dude, you got me. I'm not gonna lie, you got me like wanting a lot of the SH figure art stuff because
If you're into Dragon Ball and certain other SH figure arts is your anal like butt plug. Like it's fun.
it's so badass though. Like they got all the characters. I love them.
Yeah. Plus, Generation 1 Transformers is pretty cool too. So
I still
you
have
can't
some
go
other
wrong with
Star Wars figures, and they're really, really nice. Quality build, articulation is awesome. The 3D face printing tech they have is really good.
SH.
I love it. SH Figure Arts. They have Star Wars lines.
What? I had no idea.
It's
That's
really
crazy.
sick. Like it's really, really, really good, and they offer all kinds of switch out hands and stuff. So
Neat.
Oh man. Anyway, we're gonna go to the next topic, but before we do that, so I don't know if you guys know, we have a raffle. No raffle. I was thinking about the raffle thing. We have a
we have an
giveaway.
Oh,
We have a
sorry.
giveaway happening. We are giving out a brand new Darth Vader DX28. It's not my figure. It's a brand new sealed, courtesy of Comic Concepts, just in case for the haters thinking that I'm just selling my shit.
But you're not? Fuck.
But I'm not. Right? Just giving it away. Just kidding. So yeah. So that's that. We made it to 100,000 subscribers. So thank you everyone for the kind support.
Wild.
And we just got verified too. So that's awesome. I like that. That little
Nice.
check mark, even though it's like a little
Congratulations, man.
check mark, doesn't do anything to you. It's kind of like, validation that you did the right thing, right? You did you got to that point playing by the rules. So very, very happy for that. But not only that, I want to mention to you guys that we have memberships back. And I know I mentioned this earlier. I was kind of like playing around. But so we have 3 different tiers. We have the silver, we have the VIP, and the platinum VIP. So you may be wondering, what do I want to pay for you to watch you? Just because it's cool.
Don't cut
But
yourself
also-
short, man.
Also because if you're a VIP member and platinum VIP, you're gonna be automatically enrolled or automatically eligible for giveaways automatically, and it could be anything. And I have a lot of shit I can give out. So the beauty is, if you're a VIP, you have 3 times, so your name will be in the drawing 3 times. If you're a platinum VIP, you will have 5 times, so your name will be 5 times in the drawing. Not only that, if you're a platinum VIP, you get 10% of my merch, which is this beautiful t-shirt with, well, not this logo, but a different thing that I'm working on, and also merch in general and other perks as well. So consider joining the channel, guys. Help us out. We wanna I have a lot of ideas in my head, and I wanna kind of like put it in practice, and sometimes I'm too wild with my ideas, and Easy sometimes has to tell me don't do it, it's too crazy. But this time I'm not gonna listen to Easy, I'm just gonna do it.
Send me $50, I can rig it for you. I'll make sure you win.
How about 80 bucks?
$80.
So let me share real quick before we move on to the next topic.
D-Lo, I can see you.
That's good. It's good, man.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me or it's like the whole computer lagging. I don't know. Are you guys seeing me lagging?
It's
No,
the
I don't
Burger
think so.
King.
Is it me?
So yeah, guys. So this is the different types of. I think we have like a 50 tabs open. I think that's the problem. So anyway, so you can be silver, VIP. And if I forgot, and you will have access to a private group, WhatsApp group for members only. So you can chat with me, Easy, Josh, and all the members, and we talk all fucking day. We have nothing to do apparently.
Nope,
But-
no jobs.
No, we have no jobs, no lives.
This is his job. That's why he needs money.
We just on the chat.
Just
Exactly.
me and my food stamp card.
Exactly. That's basically what we do. But we're pretty responsive. So yes, please consider subscribing and joining the channel, guys. More to come. More announcements coming later in the show. All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
Oh boy. Son of a gun. We're
Is
here.
this the one that comes with Sour Punch straws?
Yes. Yeah, the green apple ones.
Why? Why? I don't want
Wait.
them. I'm
Talking
diabetic.
about- Talking about members, we have James C in the house. Good morning, gents. How you doing, sir? You made it. You made it. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna talk about God Loki, and I'm gonna start with Ben. Give me your thoughts about this. I'm gonna show you the Artisan first, and then I'm gonna go over the collector's edition, which is the sculpted hair. But I want to hear your thoughts.
It's amazing the journey I've gone on with the Loki character, because obviously I loved him back in Avengers, and then he definitely had some amazing character arc storylines throughout MCU, and then Loki, the season of television came out, and I enjoyed the first season quite a bit. I know it was pretty divisive amongst everybody, but I enjoyed it. Second season came, and I had at that point decided to skip on the TVA Loki. Second season ends, I immediately go and hunt that TVA Loki down, get it in the collection, and I love it. It's a beautiful figure. But I'm not kidding, the day that I bought that figure, they teased this guy's sandal, his little moccasin sandal or whatever the heck he's wearing there. And so it's damn it, this guy's gonna come to at some point. And then it feels like it's been a really long time since that was teased. I think it was about around October of last year, maybe a little bit earlier. So it feels like it's been a while. I was very pleased at midnight last night when this guy came out. Now I'm with Easy. Every time they do an Artisan window, I'm at work, so I missed it again today. So I am definitely going to be picking up the sculpted
You
version.
need to quit your job.
Yeah, I gotta quit. But I'm also kind of in the same boat as how you were feeling, in the sense of I talked about this on Collecting Weekly the other day. I feel like we're giving Artisan a lot of our faith right now. I'm a huge Hot Toys collector. I'm surrounded by them. I love the company, so that's obvious. But
Think twice if you need help.
right? Yeah. Oh God. But whereas we were all of us, I think, as a community, were very critical of InArt and whether or not their rooted hair was going to be good. And then they came out with their Joker, and it was objectively really amazing. And then Gandalf came, and people were like, okay, yeah, but we're still going to see how that goes. We still haven't actually got an official Artisan in hand yet. The Wonder Woman 100 version was, I think, probably the closest to what we're going to see in terms of quality level. And I know some people have been very happy with it. Other people are kind of lukewarm, but that wasn't an official Artisan release. So I'm kind of with you on the fact that it does feel a little expensive for what I don't feel like has been totally proven to me, other than in pretty decent photographs. So crossed fingers that I'm wrong, crossed fingers this comes to people and it's literally as amazing as we all hope it will be. But for the time being, they've given us a lot of Artisan figures to pre-order, and none of them have actually come to our collection yet. So for me, I'm kind of still leaning towards that sculpted version. Even if I hadn't missed that window today, I didn't feel that upset about it. In terms of the plastic straws, obviously I'm glad that they've given us that that scene. I think it's a wicked scene. The throne looks really, really cool. But I've also had the experience with these bad boys where I don't know if I'm just like klutzy or like I ate too much maple syrup that day or what, and I've got weird strength. But I break these things like they're like Mr. Noodle. Like they just dissipate in my hand when I'm trying to like futz them in with characters. It happened on my Electro figure. It happened on my Flash figure. These maybe are a little bit thicker, but I'm still kind of worried. So it's one of those things that if I get it in my collection and don't break it, I'm gonna probably just leave it just like that. So.
I see Ben like the little raccoon with the cotton candy.
It's so true.
Oh,
and I smoke a lot in Canada. Do you think I'd be chill and relaxed and easy going? I break all my figures somehow.
Whips out a shotgun. Where'd you get that? That's illegal. Kills everybody. That's illegal too.
You know, you've been a very interesting comment, Ben. I remember many streams ago. I mean, whoever is watching this from the beginnings that been following me for like long time. I think we had a show when we discussed about the potential of Hot Toys doing another line besides DX. So, you know, I don't know. We were just kind of, obviously we didn't say Artisan, but we were saying, I don't know, Platinum Edition or something bigger than DX. The double DX, something different, something new, right? And that was this. That was the intention, to have some rooted hair. The problem is, personal opinion is, that so far most of the rooted hair that Hot Toys have done failed, in my opinion. I got a couple figures and I didn't like it at all. And I don't know if what they are offering, what they are putting in this type of promo pictures is gonna be the same when the final product is out. And that's my concern. That's why I'm not too I don't know, excited to just jump in and say, oh, it's rooted hair, I'm gonna pay, I don't know, $400-500 for it because it's rooted hair. But technically it's the same shade as the collector's edition. So I don't see anything besides the rooted hair that you offer me different that I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna pay this much because it's justified. Mm-hmm. But again, that's my just 2 cents. Graham, what are your thoughts on this one?
Buckle up, everybody.
He's been waiting.
Down the hatch.
He's been waiting.
All right. I'm glad you mentioned the price, Dante, because I'm kind of in the same boat. So, looking at this guy this morning, I did a video preview and I kind of fell in love with him. Like, he looks great. It's kind of like the best of both worlds when it comes to a Loki. You know, kind of like TVA a little bit, but then also a little bit Endgame where he's got the robes. But the nice thing is it's not pleather, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I wasn't a big fan of the helmet from Endgame, but I think this looks really, really badass with these horns. I think this is the best head sculpt of Tom Hiddleston that we're getting. I think it's even a little bit better than probably the TVA Loki, but I'm with Ben on that one. That's the Loki I have right now, and I am in love with that one. Comes with a shit ton of stuff. Amazing. I mean, but if you want a classic Loki, that's probably, you know, maybe not for you, but it's really great figure. This looks like a really great figure. But this is my first Artisan that I pre-ordered. So this is the one I got today. I have seen Wonder Woman. It's not Artisan, but it is the first wool hair figure. And I've seen that in person at Evil Sneakers House, and that does look pretty darn good. So I think it's going to be okay. Having said that, and I know D-Lo is in the same boat with me, but like $445 versus $290, you're getting the exact same thing. And I'm guilty because I fell into it, but I don't feel good about like getting this. Like, I almost feel like I should have just went sculpted. I went sculpted with Joker over the Artisan because I didn't think that looked good. But damn it, Easy. Now I lost my train of thought.
Shut up, Easy.
Drugs. The fact is, $290 versus $445, and like you said, it's for rooted hair. When the sculpted hair is something that Hot Toys does very, very well. And they've struggled at rooted hair in the past. However, again, this is wool materials. So this is different. I don't see the benefit. And people are like, well, it's limited. But is it really limited if you're getting the exact same figure just with rooted hair? It's still the same figure. Like, everybody's still going to have this in their collection.
Yeah.
It's just the hair's going to look a little bit different. But so, like, you know, you say it's limited to 2,500 pieces, and I get that, but is that $155, $60 worth difference? And I'm guilty. I picked it up, and I didn't feel good about it because I'm like, holy shit, I saw the price. I'm just like, I could just $160. D'Lo and I were talking about on Wolfpack. You know, you want to get figures sooner than Sideshow's getting them, and you're spending $50 here, $50 there to get it sooner. That adds up. Well, so does $160. You could use that for other figures too. So I almost feel dirty that I picked it up today because I'm like, you know, I could put this money elsewhere.
pure.
And it's the exact same figure. Like even Jack Sparrow, like how limited is it when you do 3 different SKUs? Right. So I'm just like, and D'Lo, this is D'Lo's thing where he's going to mention this, but like, you know, how limited really is Artisan? And when you're selling it on just that it's rooted hair and that it's limited, but is it really limited? Because there's still a mass-produced model of it that's really not much different. So I'm excited for the figure itself. I don't know if I'm going to use any of the time strains. The throne is cool, but I don't know how that's going to work. I might just have him standing there. I don't know, but it's kind of going to be weird because he doesn't really come with anything other than the time strands or whatever they're called. But it's really good. Either way, I do want one or the other. I have the Artisan pre-ordered, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about it. And it's my first Artisan, so maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit shell-shocked about the price, because I feel like I've crossed a line today paying this much money for a figure when, well, I guess I did get the Jack Sparrow, but paying this much money when I could get so much cheaper. Yeah, I did get the Jack Sparrow. So this is my second one. I apologize. But I feel like they're trying to conform us to paying more and more, and I'm just not sure where that's going to go. So rant over. I love the figure. I just don't know if it's worth it to go Artisan when you save so much with sculpted.
Basically, Graham likes doing drugs. He likes to get high, but feel very bad.
Cheers.
You know, it's funny because he looks like, you know, Loki's outfit looks like when Easy got married.
Roman loafers.
Wow.
These two remind me when I
Wow.
Old Toys, member of the channel. Hello, Dante and panel. That Loki looks good.
Thank you, Dante.
This is my wife.
How much? Oh man, you guys are funny.
So am I crazy, or do you guys kind of see where I'm coming from?
No,
I
100%.
completely disagree with you. I think you're wrong. I think 460 is really not that much. No, I think it is overpriced. I was thinking the same thing, and this is the same analogy I got every time I see an Artisan. Like, okay, I miss the rooted hair Jack Sparrow. Okay, fuck it, I'll get the other one for the 150 less.
The only Artisan that's limited is Anakin.
I could barely tell the difference on that one.
Anakin is the only true limited Artisan figure. I mean, our figure that's made in Artisan. I mean, if you look at it in that way, like they didn't do another one. So that one I understand. But
I think a lot of collectors, though, are nervous to do customs, like get custom rooting or custom sculpts with rooting. And if you go cut the custom route, you're doing like, what, 300 to 500 Canadian. That's probably at least 250 to 350 freedom bucks there. And so, like, I would say, like, for me, I think it is still limited up to a certain extent, because when collectors like us and the community know that there's still only 2,500 of these exist, if you end up choosing the route of rooted hair, you're going to pay more than the 150 that this is kind of additionally offering.
That's true.
And in, you know, if this is the last Loki they ever make, which it's a big if, because I've been around for 14 years. I've seen a lot of these releases coming, you know, 2.0s. We're already talking about 3.0s of some of these figures, let's be honest. But if this was the last Loki that ever releases, I think that collectors knowing that there's only 2,500 of these in existence would drive that value up beyond at least an additional $150. I don't say collect for the investment piece. Don't do any of that kind of stuff. But I still think you'd at least get your money back, your return on investment. Yeah, I think the hair is actually kind of off, though, on this Artisan. Of all the other Artisans that I've seen, it's a little thick on the top. He kind of looks like Anne Hathaway, like the Catwoman hair. Pulled back, as opposed to Loki, who's kind of thinning up top and greasy. It's thinning and greasy, and this looks a little too like thick and coiffed. So I actually, of the Artisan line that we've seen so far, this has been kind of the worst example. Whereas Dante, I'm with you on the Jack Sparrow. I did my review on that. I'm not kidding, at like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I did the whole review, got in bed, watched the wolf pack, realized that there was an entire Artisan figure out, and I didn't even realize there was a difference. I didn't notice the difference because of like the strands of hair that come out the sculpted version. Didn't even notice the difference. I had to go back and like redo my whole review, which is ridiculous. So
holy shit,
that one is a candidate of spend less money because you're still getting like an amazing quality figure. But we've all been kind of wanting rooted hair on Tom Hiddleston's Loki, right? And just like Qui-Gon Jinn maybe at some point, and some of these other characters that exist with sculpted hair, it's cool to have it. It's just the cost is a tough nut.
It's cool to have it. Before we continue, I want to say hi to a couple people. Chris Santos in the house. How you doing, sir? Thank you very, very, very much for stopping by. And A is for Apple. What's up, guys? How you doing, A?
B is for
welcome here. And before we continue, let me continue rather with my friend Flavio before he falls asleep. I was like waiting. I said, "Where's my turn? Where is my turn?" Give us your thoughts about this.
Eat on the bone, boys.
Artisan edition Loki.
Artisan.
Well, yeah. When I woke up, I woke up this morning and this was already hours out already, but I was blown away. I was like, holy crap, dude. We're switching it up from Star Wars, man. Like it kind of was a little bit refreshing. It was refreshing to see, finally Marvel coming out, and dropping something on us like this. But I couldn't believe how fast they're pumping out these Artisan figures now. You know what I mean? It's like almost like every other couple days we're getting an Artisan figure. So it's like they're picking up the pace with that. But
makes you wonder.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what specifically with this figure. It makes me wonder what else are they holding on to? You know what I mean? And what else is going to be coming from the Artisan line? But
I know what's going to come next.
It looks. I think it looks awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not perfect, but it looks good, and I'm in the same boat as Graham. They got me. It is very.
But there's a difference between you and Graham. Did you buy it?
I picked it up. Yeah, I picked it up.
Oh, you did buy it.
We're in the same boat.
We're in the same boat.
You're both gonna die. Okay.
I think the Artisan line is set up to do that. I think they're very set up to quick impulse buys. They don't give you enough time to really think it through.
You see the price and you have 5 minutes.
You have not even at times.
Shit. Fuck it. Fuck my mortgage.
In my situation, it was like it was in somebody else's cart. It was in somebody else's cart. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
And you got a text message for your wife. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm pretty sure Joker gave Batman more time at the end of the Dark Knight than you have to make decisions about these things.
Literally. But I will say, out of all the Artisan figures that have been announced, I think this is the most distasteful price tag, because I really don't know what it is, but part of me is thinking that out of all the Artisan figures that we have, besides the Anakin,
shortest hair,
that's a whole different story. Not that, but the accessories. Yeah. I feel like you're not gonna, if you do use the temporal loom,
Ooh, fancy words. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I thought you were for a shrimp.
If you're not going to use those, what else do you have? You just have the hands and you have the throne. You have that god-awful base. Either. You have that god-awful throne base, or diamond base. You know what I mean? So that's a smack in the face already, because it's taking up so much space. So 90% of collectors are probably not going to use the actual base, and they're just going to have him on the throne. And then if you don't use the loom accessories, then you're just held to using all the hands that it comes with. And I think that's one of the things here on this specific release. $290 compared to whatever you guys said, the
$445.
That's insane to me. I mean, I feel like it should have been a little bit on the lesser side, maybe 3 something. But you know how Hot Toys is. They're not going to do that. So you're only really winning on getting rooted hair versus sculpted hair. And don't get me wrong, the rooting is cool to have the realism factor for it. But for me, I think the hair is not accurate. It's supposed to be darker, like more jet black, and it's brown. You know, it's kind of weird. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about that in the community. And two, if you look at the sculpted version, there's a lot more detail on the crown of his head versus the rooted version. The rooted version is just slick back and it has the hair, you know, just going straight to the back. And there's more detail down here by the little fleas versus the sculpted version. You have all that detail on the scalp of his head with the flow of the hair and stuff. So I personally think, you know, like I said, they got me again. You know, Howard knows what he's doing. He knows exactly how to play the game. But I personally think if you went the sculpted route, you're not losing sleep at all here with this. Besides the fact of, you know, that it's limited and, oh, it's Artisan and this and that. But I don't really see a difference here. I'm very happy to see that, you know, we got this version of Loki because this was a very powerful, you know, scene in the TV show. You know, this is technically Loki taking over the multiverse and, you know, literally taking it into his own hands. But, you know, for me, this is my first Loki, which is crazy to me. Like, I had to make that decision quickly. And I really want, you know, that Avengers style Loki. But that one that, you know, has been on the market, I don't know if it's still on Sideshow. I believe it is, if not, if it's waitlisted. But that was a whole issue within itself. It was, you know, taking forever to release. And then when he comes out, he has this big cranium and he doesn't look as good, you know, as he does with the actual, with the actual horns on. One thing that I do like about it is that it's a magnetic attachment, which I don't know if it's going to be from back to front or if it's going to be the whole thing. And there's a magnet in his head that, you know, holds it still. But look at that.
How heavy it is too, because if it's too heavy, that might cause problems.
Look at all the detailing there in the hair, like,
and
you know,
more of his hairline. Like, he's got a receding hairline,
right?
That's
and then
true.
if you go, sorry Ben, if you go to the Artisan version, you don't get that hairline, you know, detail there. You just get that straight, you know, hair look.
That's what turned me off of the Joker from getting the Artisan Joker. The hair was too full, so I went with sculpted.
But then then look at that release versus this one. All the accessories that you get with the Joker. You get the knife, you get the shotgun, you get the pencil, which you get for both versions. But I think this one, really, people are really dissecting it because the only difference is the actual accessories that you get. So you're only getting the hands and, you know, the temporal loom accessories. Besides that, it's just the hair. So on this actual release, it's just the hair that is the difference. So I don't know.
Points, dude.
I honestly think that this to me is by far the best Loki, but I want to hear Dilo
for sure,
because I know Dilo is very excited to have this.
Yeah, I got it.
You got four right there. Wait,
got two.
Which one do you get?
I got the rooted Artisan.
Hey,
I feel stupid, man. Anyway, tell us, what do you think? Okay, so obviously price was not a problem because you pre-ordered it, right?
Oh no, it's still a problem. I don't like it.
Oh yeah, it's a problem. It's heavy.
I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna pay it because I want this here. Dope figure, best looking Tom Hiddleston. I'm a big fan of Loki. Loki to me is probably the best developed character in the MCU ever. I'm going to just say that out there. As far as anybody else, he's got the best story overall. But
he's better than Tony Stark? Better than Tony Stark?
Better. Okay. I'm sorry, it's overhyped. I appreciate and respect Mr. Stark there, but Loki from Thor 1 to where he is now, night and day.
Not even the same Loki.
Not even. That's true. Technically, you're right. Yeah. So I mean, from a figure importance for me, I wanted this version of Loki, so I'm happy with that. Now, having said that, speaking to everybody else's comments about everything here, let's go down the list. So, Graham,
let me have it.
You totally rewatched what I said on Wolfpack from Wednesday, so I respect you because that's exactly how I feel about that part. I think the SKUs are ridiculous. I think they got to absolutely redo what the hell Artisan is, because I feel like this is something that could be special if we're not thinking with our wallets first before making the collectors happy.
Right.
I think right now, collectors need to feel that there is a value in collecting Hot Toys, not necessarily monetarily, but more importantly, respect-wise, as far as, you know, appreciating and respecting that we spend the money with you here. A la example, consistent reissues, repaints, 2.0s, etc. over time. You gotta pick one, okay? And if it's anything, I say plant your flag on Artisan. Say this is for the collector who is deeply invested in getting the best version that Hot Toys can give you, which means you're going to have to, unfortunately, not be able to double dip and give us a SKU for sculpted. I think that's the way to go. I think if Artisan is the mecca of what Hot Toys can do, then there shouldn't be a substitute that, in my opinion, can be, in most collectors' eyes, better, if not more desirable because of the price. Right? You can't dangle the carrot and say, okay, well, here's a almost $500 figure. It's the best out there, but we have one that's just as good for $290.
Right.
That you can't do that. If you do something like that, instantly to me it's just like, well, do I really need Artisan? I mean, yeah, it'd be nice, but why do I need it? It shouldn't be an option. It should be, it's Artisan, it's the best. You got to have it. That's the way it should be. But they don't do it that way because they're kind of greedy. Now,
how many people were in line today, and then just ducked out? Probably
who knows?
9,000. I was 9,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there was a lot of people that came in and saw this, and they probably didn't feel there was any risk of missing this, or just going to the other version,
or it's not worth it. Which is
right.
That is not the reaction you want from your premium line, because this is the new DX, right? DX was the bee's knees, the number one thing you want to get, because it's Hot Toys, and once you get the DX, you know you're going to get the best. This is the new one. You can't have your second best be the best in other collectors. It should be unanimously, this is the best. So if I want it, this is the price, and people will pay the price. Look at all the people who pay for in-art money right now for tons of stuff. Right. They see the value in that there, regardless if they give them a rooted version or not. They see in-art, they see quality, they see limited, they see high value. They think that when they think in-art. With Hot Toys, that was kind of the thought process, but over time they've upset enough people for them to feel slightly different, have different opinions about it, not necessarily affect them personally, but as a collector, we've all been through a 2.0 or reissue in our time, and we've seen a figure that we paid probably more than we should have go down in value. Stuff like that adds up over time. But having said all that there, price-wise, let's talk about Loki. Loki's not special on price as far as compared to all the Artisans that are out there. While you guys were all talking, thank you for doing that. I had a chance to research. Almost every Artisan is around this price amount here. So an exact one is Wanda. Wanda from Endgame. Her Artisan version is exact same price, $445 to the penny. Right?
What about in terms of accessories? Is that the same amount of accessories?
She has less. She has a couple little flary things with her hands, and that's about it. So she doesn't even come with the sour apple like licorice like this one has. So that one has an advantage.
Did that one come with another version, or just the rooted one?
Comes with the sculpted as well too.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tell you what I think when you finish.
No problem.
I got something to chime in too as well.
Yeah, I got something too, D-Lo.
Good. Everybody's got something to say to D-Lo.
Yeah, when you're done, then we'll go to Easy to make his comments, and then I'm gonna say something.
I'll make this last part brief over here. I don't think that collectors have a problem with the price. I think the fact of the matter is, I think we're getting too many Artisans at once. This is 6 Artisans with 0 drops. No one truly knows what an Artisan is yet. We can throw Wonder Woman in as an example, but you can't even say everybody knows what a Wonder Woman looks like. That was a limited figure too. So how can really all the collectors make a decision off that? I think if Anakin drops and it's as good as everybody thinks it's going to be, I think people are going to feel a little bit more comfortable about paying the price, because at the end of the day, you have a $290 figure out there, which is exactly like this one, only this one is $150 more. For $150 more, you're getting a custom rooting job. That's a lot less than what it would cost if you were to go to a private person to commission one for yourself. So there's value there. not saying it's, you know, worthwhile money to spend that much on a figure. I'll leave that up to you to decide what you want to do with your money. But compared to the market, it is a bargain for what you would do if you had to do it on your own. So I would just simply say, I think if you like it and you got it, be happy that you got it. You know, I know there's people thinking that this other one's a version. If you're happy with it, that's all that matters here. But I think we just need to get some figures in hand and everybody's going to be okay. I don't think it's that serious. That's just my 2 cents.
Very great points. Easy, what are your thoughts on this one, sir?
Enough said.
I think Hot Toys, people like my Guanquaca and Flavio, I think they're taking you a run for your money and they're having fun with you guys. I really believe this is the Artisan Water Edition that will make them the profits. This is the margin figure. Because in basic economics, you got to have a small, medium, large. The small for the lesser, I'm going to go to stats here. The poor, the middle class, and then the people who just don't give a shit. Graham and Flavio. And that's going to be where they're making the most money. Anytime you have a edition that, you know, you have choices, but the most expensive one is out there. The most expensive one is basically what they got here already. And then they throw a little bit of shit on top and they say, bump the price really big. And then people buy it. And then they watch it happen every single time. And then that's their moneymaker. So I think Hot Toys is grabbing your nutsacks with this one. It's not that great. D-Lo, you made a good point. You could go to a custom rooter, but that rooter would be probably 10 times better what this is doing. And Flavio, like you mentioned, all the receding hairlines, where's all the detail? His hair is supposed to be flat. For $150,
Yeah, you get
I
what you get.
expect all of that shit to be right. You have to get this right. Coming from a consumer company like Hot Toys, and then you make it limited, and then you make people wait in line, and then you have 20 minutes to live or die. I'll go sculpted all day long. The sculpted is way better in terms of what you're getting for money, in rational terms of money versus product. The sculpted is just simply blowing me away. This figure right here, as is, stands to me our artisan version, whatever they want to call this money-making trend, and that's why they're dishing it out so fast, because it's a cash crop. They grab that pre-order money like nothing, and they go fund another project. They probably go start a war in like Bangkok or something. I don't know, but this is the cash grab. The sculpted version is way better, like the frolicky frizzles of phalanges that Flavio mentioned. That's sexy. This is sexy Loki. And in turn, making this head sculpt a better head sculpt when you look at it. This looks more like the character on screen than it does the artisan version to me. I think they're just screwing collectors all the way around and hyping it immediately, getting those impulse buyers. And sorry to say, but Graham, like,
I was influenced.
The way you said it, like, you felt bad buying it. I mean, in all seriousness, you felt bad.
Well, I mean, even if like the sculpted hair version didn't come with a throne or something, like where's the difference, you know?
Right.
Like, if there was just the figure.
And Wonder Woman, what looks to be, it may not have been wool, but it looks like they gave the same treatment. Just plug it on. Maybe it's wool hair, but wool is very cheap. They can't go and bump it up $150 and just slap it on and not even pay attention to the details. Collectors are paying for this. This is the consumer market. If we understood that, hey, we can go get it rooted for a lot more, but that's the consumer market. The way it works, they can't really tell you that, oh, well, if you go to get it rooted, it would have been, that's not for them to say, because that's our money. That's our consumer money. We have to look at what's best for us. And in this case, they're obviously ripping people off with the artisan versions. Anakin would be a one-off because they really did not do any different SKU. It was just that one. It was a 2.0 almost. And for this one, imagine if you're buying the artisan version and then 2 years down the line, they release 2.0. How many times can you go?
What if you go bold?
Dude, I would be so pissed.
How many times?
7 years.
You'll
7
be
years.
done. You'll be out of the game, right? It's not like you're saying in-art. In-art's completely worth the price to me because they go down to every little aspect. They go down to every little ratio. They go down to every little detail, and they pinpoint the hairs. They make sure that the stains on his hands are accurate. Hot Toys is not doing that. Hot Toys is literally throwing you a mud pie and saying they sprinkle some grass on it and call it pistachio. I don't think so. I don't think so. That doesn't sound right to me. And I'm probably going to get Boeing certified here by China.
I think it's.
Go
Go
ahead, bud.
I was gonna say I think it's you hit on a good point about the margin side of it too, because when the Hano brand came out and we saw that Wolverine figure going at $160 with like seamless arms and everything, and we're all like, holy shit, how can Hot Toys Hano brand create a figure at such a low cost, and yet we get all these other figures at such a high cost? But we've talked about price conditioning for years in sales, right? There was a time where I think most of us remember where a $280 figure was an insane price, insane. We'd be like, oh my god, it better sing us to sleep at night if it's $280. and then
be $120.
That's it. Well, and then figures kind of started to get up to that $325, $350 range. And you heard the community shift to be like, that's crazy. So then when they went back to $280 about 6 months later, everybody was like, oh, that's pretty reasonable. That feels like it's a standard release now. And now we're conditioned to feel that $280. And you're right on the money when you say this is the moneymaker. This is the margin pusher. This is what gets us all to get to that next level.
It has
I would argue that InArt started that up to a certain extent, except that maybe now they deserve it. Because now, like we've seen, the differences in details, the differences in hairlines, like some of those details that make or break that likeness. Like I started collecting Hot Toys because I wanted the most realistic version of what that character looked like on screen. Right. And you're right, the sculpted version is right now that version that I see at least on this screen.
Good for $150 marginally. That's a lot. That's almost another 3 or 4 figures pre-ordered right there.
Oh yeah, dude.
So. Dante, you're about to say something.
Yeah, so you guys made a really good points analyzing the price and everything, and it was like Izzy said, right? This is one of those figures one of those SKUs that you get exactly the same thing but only rooted hair, and for $160 more. Nothing new, no tailoring difference, nothing. Maybe different packaging with a different DX or different Artisan logo in the box, and that's it, right? But it's very smart and very clever. And I mean, Hot Toys is a business. At the end of the day, they want to make money, right? They don't really care much about what we think, probably, but they just want to make money. So what is the best idea? All right, let's do Artisan edition. Let's do like, 500 pieces of this and do exactly the same shit for the collector's edition. Let these people pay all this money up front. When it's sold out, then we're going to see how many people order the collectors, because now they're going to be defaulted to order the collectors. So it's like a magnet. So you get your Artisan, and then it's out. Okay, I'm gonna get the collector then because I have the opportunity of getting it. So
you know how much guaranteed money they got from the pre-order in 20 minutes?
Fucking a lot.
Well, and it's the same with these troopers. If these troopers weren't limited, they would be sitting on the shelves. But we stick limited on it, and then people are gonna come in droves to pick it up because they want that limited figure. So keep in mind too, the other thing with this Loki figure is it's gonna be a big box. I think Sneaker and I saw today that it was going to be about $45 shipping too, so it's going to be a lot more than your normal 6-scale figure for shipping. So it's going to add up pretty quick.
Right. You know. Sorry, one quick comment. And another thing I wanted to say is, so I think Dilo was, or someone mentioned about InArt, right? So the difference is that InArt, when they had released their figures, so far, all of them were really nice in terms of the rooted hair. I'm just going to talk about rooted hair. I'm not going to talk about the likeness. No, just rooted hair. The quality of the rooted hair from InArt is insane. It's freaking amazing. I mean, I don't think anyone in this panel or you guys watching at home can say, no, it's trash. Let's be honest. It's fucking good. Whether you like the likeness or not of the character, that's beyond the point.
And InArt does the work of like a custom commission artist at a cheaper price. Now that's consumerism. That's lovely. I like that.
Exactly. And it's kind of unique because you don't have another sculpted version. Maybe the Joker one was the one of those that you have the option to get sculpted and rooted. And because it was the first item, the first product that they were announcing and putting out there. So it kind of makes sense that they're gonna do that. But you know, the Hot Toys so far, the history of rooted hair has been, my opinion, trash. I didn't like any of them. I mean, it was always an issue and always a problem. Never looked like anything. I don't know if you guys saw one of those pictures. Huh?
The Luke, have you all seen the Luke actual?
The Luke Skywalker, it looks horrible.
Horrible.
And you see the sculpted one looks fantastic. And what's the difference? Just the rooted hair. Everything else you get. Everything else. But anyway, I want to hear you, Flavio. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, sir.
No, you're fine. Just the one thing, and I'm glad you guys brought that up. The one thing that I was going to say that I think that is distasteful to a lot of us right now is we just had that Luke, right? But he wasn't a DX. This guy is a DX. What's the difference? That guy had more accessories. You have 2 LED lightsabers. Okay, you get that poopy round base that, you know, they're trying to push with the Star Wars stuff, but
I like that base.
Yeah,
I like it. I don't have a problem with it too.
What's your deal, man?
Okay, I definitely would rather take that base than this diamond base any day, but I'm just not a fan of the elevation of that base.
I say stop.
Luke gave you, like, you know, so many hands, 2 lightsabers, you get the rooted hair, but this one is just coming with a throne, a couple hands, and, you know, some Sour Punch straws. I don't know what they do when they choose it versus being a DX, because I don't know how many Artisans have been announced, but which ones have been really DXs versus the other ones? I think that's part of the pricing issue on this one. I don't think this one should have been a DX. It should have just been an Artisan release, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, they make their money, so that's what it counts at the end of the day.
Right.
And people like me, who was in the 9,580 something place, is a no-brainer. I'm gonna go with the sculpted one.
That's a high number.
9.
Like, I didn't even see anywhere close to those numbers, but that's insane that there was that many people in there.
Right.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
And this is a way for them to see, like, how many people are actually in this, what kind of potential, and then it sells out on this. Yeah, y'all are
winning.
just. You're all.
Let me ask you guys a simple question here. If there wasn't another option to get a different Loki with a different SKU, and this was the only Loki that was available to you here, would you guys go after it on the secondary market to get one, or would you just let it pass?
I'd let this pass because still,
Flavio's
whole explanation of the head and the hair, and it's just, they still, even for craftsmen, stunning.
It's night and day.
They're literally telling you it's stunning. Like, they have to label it so you be, oh yeah, it's stunning. It's stunning. It's not stunning. It sucks.
So I may be the only person, well, maybe Graham a little bit here. Ben, I'm not sure. I won't speak for you.
Graham is like,
I'll pull Graham in this.
I'm pulling Graham in. He's my.
Don't you do that?
He's my safety buddy.
Oh, bastard.
When I cross the road, me and Graham hold hands. Okay, he's my safety buddy.
Pinkies, come on. Don't lie.
Okay,
Dealer's
So-
the guy you kiss on the cheek and Dealer turns at the last minute.
how'd that get there?
Oh,
Wait, what?
No, I got. Here's where I'm curious here, because again, it's just like, I know everybody has their opinions on InArt, and clearly it sounds like, you know, people have been very impressed with InArt Star 4. So I get that. there. Well, you guys were just talking about the rooted stuff here. So here's my issue with that there. See, I am the opinion that when I see InArt's rooted stuff, it doesn't do that for me. It doesn't give me that, wow, it's amazing. Now, I've seen people put in work to make it look good, but out the box, I've seen some rough Gandalfs. I've seen some rough Jokers. I'll say that freely there.
I want to stand against that one, because
Not mine.
Yo,
you easily say this with Hot Toys figures.
that's my point. That's where I'm going with this here.
And then label it Loki.
That's exactly my point, though. That's where I'm going with this here. So this picture, I think we can all agree, not very flattering, right? The figure doesn't necessarily look at its best. I think they could have made it look a lot better, because you're right. It doesn't look as good as a sculpt. I mean, look at that one right there. I mean, it looks like he just, I don't know. It doesn't look good.
He looks tired.
But I've had a lot of experience with rooted rooted hair figures, whether I got them commissioned personally or my figure came that way. I can tell you right now, when you have rooted hair, it never looks the same. You always have to maintain it, and more importantly, if you want it to look the way you want, you got to put work into it. This here for sure is like not the best this figure can look. It can look much better with a little bit more style and stuff like that. But
have you seen Luke
in art? But hold on. Let me finish my thought here. Listen, man.
I'm not gonna let him convince
I'm not gonna let your stocks drop on in art. It's all good, baby. They'll be worth just as much after I finish. I promise. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. Anyways, you might be able to buy some more shares after this comment. We'll see how it goes. But no, like all jokes aside, I have seen in art post out figures. I'm going to say right now, the Batman, for example, the most recent one, well, that hair was not looking great. Okay, but people vouch for it left and right. Now, why? Some of it is fanboying, but some of it is because some people already have some in art figures in hand. Right?
No, because we have the influencer batch, puppy. Get it right.
I don't.
That's why I love it, man.
I'm on the wait list for that batch. Let me tell you. But no, I mean, those figures, they don't look the greatest, but some collectors will trust in it there because some got the joke already and they have theirs and they're like, oh man, no, it's good. I have faith. This one's gonna get better too. No one has an Artisan yet. Right. From my point before, no one has one. Now, until that someone actually has one in hand, we don't know what this is truly going to look like. This is just a photo. This is no different than a prototype. No different. This isn't the final. So all I'm simply saying is I'm going to preach caution on this one here until someone gets one in hand, and then we can lose our shit afterwards. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That's what's scary too.
Right. Let's. You made a good point.
This is no different than pre-ordering in art. So why is there so much faith in the in art one?
I mean, same thing goes for $4,000 statues like this Joker. Out of the box, out of the box is like, I mean, before even prototypes, it looked a little bit different. But even coming out of the box, when the hair is all messed up, the same thing goes for the Christian Bale Infinity bust that I got coming. It's gonna go right there. The hair, the way it's packaged, looks so messed up, but you have to work with it a lot, and it will change it from looking like Martha Stewart to freaking Dwayne Johnson.
Holy shit.
Like I doesn't even have hair.
It's definitely too aggressive.
But it does matter. But I mean, in this shot, you can actually see his receding hairline.
Yes, you can, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to a point, I do agree to what D'Lo was saying, but that does not make me go back and say, hey, I'd rather this. I still, for the money, this should be $325, and it's not, so I go back to the sculpted version. I think there's just not enough done between the SKUs to make that price difference.
I see a lot of value in the 291, and I don't see much value in the 445 version.
Besides that, it's limited.
It looks good,
right?
Okay, so I think I think we're discussing here the price, not necessarily the look, right? Because both look amazing, right? Obviously, the rooted hair it looks to me much better because it's rooted hair. But when you see the prices and you see what you can get with the sculpted, which is literally exactly the same, you're like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna wait. So that's why many people who were in line waiting to get the rooted one were like, you know what, screw it, I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna get the sculpted one, which is same shit. You know, I'm not missing anything. I'm not missing a coin. I'm not missing anything. I mean, the outfit is exactly the same. The horns. Now, the horns are magnetic, right? And you guys were discussing. I don't really know, but you know that could be a concern too. I mean, will it hold? I mean, how heavy is gonna be? It has to be a really strong magnet. Will that probably, you know, damage the paint or the hair?
Right.
You know. Again, I don't know, and of course we trust Hot Toys because it's been around for many years, and like Inart, who is a brand new company, that you know when we saw the Joker, many people were, including myself, very excited about it, and then when we got the final product, it turned to be good. Of course, some figures got some defects with the magnets and things like that, which is normal for every company.
Yeah.
But overall, like you hear more positive comments than negative, right? Hot Toys going to the Inor to the Artisan edition is just a response to Inor saying, "Hey, you doing rooted? Fuck yeah, I can do it too." This is my response. But they're not adding anything else just the rooted. You know, that's my point. Like, if they can add something different, maybe different material when you do the outfit of the figure, or maybe a different body, different articulation, different base, something that distinguishes the collector's edition, the DX version versus the Artisan. That will add value, in my opinion, to collectors in general.
Even if you look at his hands, they're really well detailed. Hot Toys stepped up the game. Look at how his hands wrinkle in other pictures. Like, it really looks good.
You forgot the Indiana the Han Solo release though, the announcement with his old man hand.
But you still get those nice hands in the regular sculpted version.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing great about the rooted hair besides just the hair. So
at the same time, would you guys have rather see what Mondo does? Where like Mondo actually, in my opinion, paywalls like too much good shit behind their deluxe version, like extra head sculpts. Some figures have like hold like torso bodies, like for Bane, his whole like raging out Venom. Like I want to call it, I think it's the Venom Poison body. Like all of that is paywalled behind the deluxe, and then they still give you the standard, but for only something like $15 less. And so it's like, how is that a $15 difference, $25 difference between those SKUs?
But people are doing the same thing with Hondo. They're still going for the top tier one. And I seen people freak out. Like they freaked out when the Bane came out, and everybody's like, I need it. So this is the same thing happening.
I feel like if you're going Artisan though, I feel like Hot Toys needs to add the sculpted and the rooted version for the people that are getting the Artisan version.
I like that idea.
Because what, like,
where'd you hear that from?
Probably you, but it's just the truth. Like, give us something that actually is worth going for.
I
the
at least
limited,
give you credit, dealer.
Giving us the limited, version, because if you're gonna have 2 SKUs or multiple SKUs like that, what are the people that get the Artisan gonna do anyways? We're just gonna wait around and wait for Toy Anxiety to part it out and get the sculpted one anyways. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. I already got that on my mind. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just wait for Toy Anxiety to part it out and then pick up the sculpted one and then have my rooted one on the side there, for a rainy day if I don't really want to mess around with it. So,
and it's
they're there for a reason. Yeah. They're here for the, you know what I mean? They're here for that reason. They're here to part things out. So I just feel like I just feel like they need to do that to begin with.
What do you guys think about the fact that the horns or whatever, the helmet is magnetic, but they didn't show any pictures?
That's weird.
That's without
it.
What if it's like Endgame Loki 2012 or whatever, where looks great with the helmet on, but and this might not be a deal breaker, but you take the helmet off and it looks totally different. Like maybe the forehead's too big, or maybe maybe
that's true.
It skews the head sculpt a little bit. I'm just curious about that too.
Especially with the rolling eye system that it has, because if you need to get up behind the hair, do you have to take the helmet off?
You probably most likely will have to.
Right.
I think the only reason that they didn't do that though is because in that scene specific, he had the horns on. Like, so they're expecting you to not pose him without that crown. But I think,
it's removable though.
It is removable.
They said it's removable.
If you ask me, I think it's going to be just a magnet in the center of his forehead. I think you're going to just be able to place it on and it pops on, because it doesn't look like it's a separating crown from the sides. Like there doesn't look like
Sylvie and President Loki.
Something like that, but that's weird.
This is bigger though, heavier.
That's risking paint damage right there.
That too.
I'm sure it'll have the foam on the in between. You know how they do the foam for helmets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. But going back to Delo's question, so would you guys buy this? Would you have a problem buying it if there wasn't the 290 version? Who would still buy it, or who would pass? I think I would pass because I already have TVA. I was thinking this morning. I wasn't even sure, and then I kind of talked myself into it. But like, I think I would pass.
I would probably.
I would have probably. Go ahead.
I would be prone to picking it up just because I don't have a Loki. And for me, I would want his beginning and his end phase. So I would pick up this one as the God Loki, and then probably go back and then pick up an Avengers version and call it a day.
Yeah, I think I'd hold off. I've got my Endgame.
You see,
Loki
I would do the same thing.
Yep. Sorry, I think you're delayed a bit, Dante.
Yeah, I would have got it too.
Yeah, I've got my Endgame Loki in shackles holding the Tesseract with like a with his like mouthpiece mask on, and that hides enough of that sculpt that I still really see the Loki in there, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I love my TVA Loki as well. So am I delayed or am I?
No,
I don't know.
Dante.
Something just happened.
Somebody's
Yeah, where
late.
it got all laggy.
Hate to see it.
Oh, it's good. It's good. Am I good now? Are you guys?
Yeah, you're good.
I got something to say. No, I'm just kidding.
I think we milked the shit out of
What?
it.
Okay, so final thoughts about the Loki one. So I guess we all agree. I would buy it too if I don't have any Loki. So, but I'm gonna order the sculpted one though because I kind of like that one. Even though I don't have any Marvel figures, I just personal decision didn't want to do any Marvel. I like Loki as a character overall, so I probably gonna pre-order that one. And yeah, that one looks good.
You know, one thing that I do that with this announcement made me think is
I
that
made a good point on Wednesday, and so I don't want to bring it up now. Sorry.
no, yeah, you're good. But you know what? I mean, it's probably very nichey as well too. But how cool would it have been if they would have continued that Loki series line and they would have gave us the what is his name? It's the Kang, but it's the
Like the old doctor version of him.
the
I forget
doctor
it.
version with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flow
yeah.
as an artisan version. That would have been cool. I mean, very niche, but I think people would have even picked that up as well. They already have an existing,
Right.
Kang
that's-
sculpt.
That's why we have
Yeah.
third-party companies.
Yeah,
think that-
yep.
That was probably
This
on
is like
on the table about a few charges ago. But
Yeah. Yeah.
They probably
Okay.
were like, no.
I'm surprised that one didn't get on the chopping block. But
Ooh.
I will say this Loki TV series is really good. It's my favorite Marvel show
yeah.
by far. But it's funny too because it's also like a show I don't know what the hell's going on, but I love it. Like it was
Right.
so hard to understand season 2 that I really had to like watch Emergency Awesome and stuff like after each episode. But I want to go back and like start this thing over after seeing this new announcement because it is exciting. I mean, we've
Right.
kind of like pissed on it a little bit here, but it's still exciting. It's just Hot Toys being Hot Toys.
And
Hot
a
Toys,
lot
yeah,
of
Hot
things,
Toys.
a lot of things that people tend to forget, but don't get it twisted. This guy might pop up here and there in the Deadpool movie because don't forget that there are time what do they call that, time portals, and he is in control of the multiverse now technically, so he could have future cameos in a lot of things that we see in Marvel. So I think that's a lot of the hype for this character too.
Very good points, guys. Very good points. But Hot Toys always does that shit with the Artisan and all that crap. But it's definitely not the end of Artisan. We're gonna get more. We're gonna get a bunch of 2.0s, improve head sculpts, improve accessories, and one of the figures that I can bet my life that they're gonna fucking redo is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Say it
Hello
again.
there.
And that one is gonna be an Artisan edition. I mean, just mark my words, it's gonna happen. And when it
I hope
happens,
you're right.
you heard it here.
Wait, from A New Hope?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From New Hope. You're gonna
You're
get
do
that
Artisan
one. You're
for a
gonna
short,
Artisan.
short hair guy?
Oh yeah, they did Luke.
Dude, they already did Luke, so
yeah, but
that
his
that
hair's a
opened
lot
the door.
shorter than Luke's.
If they do that though, I want a rooted beard.
Yo,
I want a rooted beard.
They can
Don't
do
you
it.
half-ass it. Don't you give me a little half and half.
Same,
Like
Right.
same thing with Cargon.
they're gonna just put Balin Skull's beard on
Oh
there
my
and
God.
call
I
it
can
a
see
day.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah. I can see Qui-Gon. Count Dooku. I think Count Dooku is gonna be the first one that they're gonna try.
They're gonna do Thor for sure. I think.
If they do Count Dooku rooted hair, like Artisan edition, Ben Kenobi is gonna happen 100%. There's no questions. It's gonna
I'll
happen.
give them credit though. They've picked some really good ones out of the 6 so far that they've given us. I think the choices, at least the choices of characters, I think has been pretty fantastic.
They
I'm
need
like a
to do
John Wick.
Terminator.
It's just crazy though because how many just DX alone, how many DXs were we getting there for a while? Like I don't think we were getting many. They were peppering them in, and now it just seems like they're going full-fledged with this Artisan line. Announcement after announcement. I think there's a lot more. Like even a John Wick rooted, I think is,
Shit will look amazing.
any day. Like they could just throw anything out now. So it's very, very interesting to see what they're going to be doing with that line.
I just want to see if they're going to hit those delivery marks, because if you're already 2 years out from figures and they're not rooted, and now you're rooting figures, that takes time to do too. So
yeah,
be interested to see how long it takes to actually genuinely get those in hand. So we'll see.
They're going to do a rooted Beetlejuice too.
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. I mean, isn't that Sashi? Oh, Sashi is doing, right?
Yeah, but from the new movie, I guarantee you they're going to do a double
Oh, for the new movie?
steal.
Probably, yes. Yeah, probably they're going to do that. And talking about rooted hair, we have the Scout
Great
Trooper
segue,
here.
Dante.
Easy, what are your thoughts on this one? This is from the video game, I believe.
Speaking of apples, here's a penis.
So would you get this as Artisan edition or just regular version?
Beep, beep,
That
boo,
one, I know.
boo.
You have to think.
This
Was
release,
this even
right?
necessary to...
Yeah, this is released.
This
Yeah,
this was
released.
not necessary with all the overstock with Mandalorian and Return of the Jedi ones. But I did Return of the Jedi ones set pretty long, I feel, and to have this also come out, they kind of like overwashed the market with it. I don't know.
I mean, they didn't
I
have a
like
choice.
it. It's like a
But are
classic.
you getting
design.
it? Is the question.
Was
Get
that,
it or don't.
was that the actual question? No,
I don't know.
I'm not.
But yeah, this is one of those that I don't know. Dilo.
It's because we love it. We love the Scout Trooper. We love Return of the Jedi. But
Dilo, talk to me.
Let me tell you.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I'm going to tell you about my thoughts now. I can care less.
Ah!
I can care less. It is. It's. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with Easy. There's a million of these things out here. Better ones. Cheaper ones.
Applause.
Again? Oh, I thought I was going to get it again. Oh, well, sorry. We're going to take it to the White House. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, God.
Yeah, all right. No, very cool figure, though, overall. If you're a fan of the video game, fantastic. Good for you. I'm good. I have 2 of them already with bikes. So I love those. They're great figures. If you're a collector of troopers, this is right up your alley. It's a nice addition because it is a different kind of Scout Trooper. So, I'll give him credit for that. But yeah, for me, it doesn't do anything. I got 2 good ones. I don't need a third okay one.
Good point. Can I say hi to Collector Joey in the house?
Joey.
How you doing, sir?
Joey.
Thank you very much for stopping by. And congrats again, 8,000 subscribers. My friend is climbing up. Congratulations, puppy. You guys are doing good, man. I like all this new generation of YouTubers. Those are cool, man.
Ew, you like
Good
children.
share, good content, good conversation. Yeah. We need, the old Jedis have to die. We have to open the path for new generations. But it's pretty cool, man. Congratulations, man. And thank you so much for stopping by. Mr. Ben.
Dude, I feel like if you loved this game, this is probably the figure that you don't necessarily want from it. Because this guy pissed me off in every other fight scene, right? He's got that electrical stick. It's a pain in the ass.
Stick. Get the fuck away from me, kid.
I mean, you can't talk about this figure without saying, where the hell is Cal Kestis?
Yeah.
He was the main character of that video game. If you're not going to give us Cal Kestis, give us the Night Sith Stir. Give us a BD-1 droid. Give us like almost any other character in the game, other than this, which feels very generic. I thought when they gave us
these BD-1.
Have they give us? I don't think they've given us a BD-1 yet. I could be wrong. I don't remember it. But either way, if they were going to give us this when this was announced, I was like, okay, a Cal Kestis is going to follow then. Like, sweet, they're actually going to do the line. This was just like the one that was easiest to make first. And then I don't know if they just didn't get the numbers that they were expecting, or they really had no intention of making the rest of the game. But like, why then even start the line? It would be like doing a Beetlejuice line, like Flavio was saying, but giving us Jenna Ortega's character instead.
Ooh,
like, it's like, okay, well, that's I mean,
like
she's cute, but like, I still want a Beetlejuice, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So this is a cool figure, definitely, if you're a Trooper collector. It's unfortunate that we didn't get anybody else. So I skipped on this one because it wasn't one that I felt like I needed. And if I was going to get this style of outfit on a figure, I would have wanted the one that comes with the speeder bike from Return of the Jedi. One of the more like visually nostalgic punches in the chest, iconic scenes that's in Star Wars, not this game specifically. So
yeah, that kind of punch in the face to Cal Kestis with releasing just this, and then that's it.
I'm giving you everything but them. It's just this. Valiant Archer in the house. So many cool YouTubers in one stream. Thank you very much, my friend. Loyal follower. Always with us. And of course, we have a Beskar Kid in the house. He was a BD-72 in the droid pod.
I was going to say, because BB-8 came with Rey, but I couldn't remember if a BD-1 came with
BD-1, BB-8, BB-7.
I think it was like a evil
B12.
BD.
B13. Graham, what are your thoughts on this beautiful figure?
Oh yes, it's beautiful. It's a definition of a cash grab. We have released Scout Troopers before. Let's put a pauldron and give them an electrical stick, a couple other minor things, and make it a new figure. We'll tease everybody for the video game. We'll give them nothing else, but they won't know that until after they've already bought it. So now this is, again, like Dilo said, doesn't do anything for me either. I have the Return of the Jedi Scout Trooper, and that's the one that I want. And even the Mandalorian Scout Trooper, I think, looks pretty awesome compared to this one because it's got so much weathering going on. So you get really two good variants, and then this is kind of just, yeah, the lesser of the three. I didn't play the video game, and even if I did, I don't think this is one I would want. So just doesn't mean much to me at all. So Scout Trooper in general is my favorite Trooper design, but again, it's the classic, it's the iconic, it's the Return of the Jedi. So, easy pass for me. Yeah, it's pretty much the only people I can think that would want this are Trooper collectors.
That's true. And talking about easy passing, easy. What are your thoughts about this Scout Trooper?
Wait, what? Excuse me?
I want to hear you again. What are your thoughts about this figure? Because Flavio's out, so I need to go with Flavio. Flavio's like,
I think actually, to go against you, Graham, this is a really good release. This is something that you should pick up.
I would prefer Rude.
I swear, every time you just pick a fight with me. That's all it is.
I think you should stop
Hindsight
going
2020.
drink. Oh, he's back.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Flavio, what are your thoughts on this Scout Trooper?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very niche. For me, Scout Trooper is my favorite trooper. I just love the design of the helmet and the bucket. But for me, I think this is very niche to people that love the video game. Like you guys said, there's already 2 other versions on the market. And I still have yet to get them. I still got to pick them up, but I love the speeder bike with them, you know, the Mando version and the Return of the Jedi version. I think it was kind of cheeky there how they had him on the Return of the Jedi bike there just for some promo pics. But I don't need all those extra, you know, those gimmicky things. I don't need his, you know, probe spear and, you know, his pauldron. I think this is definitely speaks to somebody that, you know, has played the video games and is definitely into the VGM, you know, series. But maybe I would be, and maybe as well as other collectors, I think this would have been an easy pickup for people if we already would have seen a Cal Kestis, you know, to go with this. But the fact that it's just standing alone and there's, you know, nothing with it and it's just another scout trooper, I think a lot of people are kind of have a sour taste in their mouth and just saying like, hey, you know, there's new pieces thrown onto an existing scout trooper and you want me to use him with the speeder bikes that I already have. But for me, I never pre-ordered this. I never, you know, went for it just because I always had in mind that I wanted to pick up, you know, one of the other two versions, which I would love to pick both of the other versions just because I like the differences in them. But yeah, I think it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. For me, it speaks for me. I love this, the scout troopers, but it's just not something that I necessarily need in my collection. Now, if a Cal Kestis gets announced, that may be a different story, but then he doesn't have a bike. I never played the game, so I don't know if they're usually on bikes, if they're on foot, but
they're usually fighting on feet with that like electrical wand.
Okay. So maybe it's not always, you know, a necessity to have the bike, but if I was to get this, then it would kind of hinder me from like saying, do I want to pick up the Mando version or the Return of the 100%. Jedi version? So I would still prefer to get those other versions that are already on the market than this one.
Yeah, this guy is the idiot who runs at you with a stick, says, hey, look, Jedi!
Yeah, I know. True. You know, kind of continue with the Hot Toys topic. You know, I got 2 emails. Maybe there's more, but I actually happen to have pre-ordered 2 figures. So we got this one, Anakin Skywalker, that was pushed, delay again. And there was another one also that, which I was surprised that it was delayed. Didn't they show this figure in the that picture that they usually, you know, post when they're about to release a bunch of figures? I think I thought, right? Didn't I see Obi-Wan there?
I think so.
But it has been pushed back. I don't know. It has been delayed. This one and Anakin. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if that's a delay for here, like the figures coming to the States.
That's what I would assume.
Rather, you know, that's what I think, because I'm pretty sure this shit is gonna come out very soon, overseas.
I hope.
And I'm waiting for this one so I can pair it with Vader.
Darth, yeah.
Well, not only these, but we got like 6 or 7 other ones that are delayed too. So it's wild. Everybody was getting hit with delays over the last couple days.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
C3PO.
That's the Artisans.
The C3PO that's been out since early February.
I just got that the other day.
Is now delayed till later this year.
What?
Like up to July to October, right? Or is that?
Yep, it was like September
for the Return of the Jedi,
something like that. Yeah.
A figure that's been out since February was delayed.
That's why, because I just got mine from Sideshow, so I thought everybody was going to be getting theirs. That's ridiculous that they
first batch. Lucky
Catwoman, I believe, is on there too.
Yeah,
Catwoman,
you were lucky, Ben. We got those influencer batches.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Of course.
Moving up in the world, you love to see it. Crazy.
Well, they forgot about me.
For everybody. They forgot about you. Shit. I was hurt the most by the Bane push.
Oh, dude, that was the biggest. That hurt a lot.
When was supposed to be released?
I want to say like this month. Like it was
like July or somewhere around there.
Wait, are you talking about the 60-inch Bane, the big one?
The new one, yeah, like with the seamless body and everything. And yeah, you might be right. Actually, I think it might have been July. Now you say that. I'm picking that up. But yeah, I was sad about that one.
I think that's a contender for me for figure of the year. Just putting that out there. But,
for sure. Well, and I still haven't got my Catwoman. Like I've been
me neither.
On that one for forever,
dude. And you know what's crazy? I remember Graham, you were talking about this, like saying that the Catwoman is delayed. Mine says, and I hope it's wrong. I had to go back into my messages to make sure it was right, but. On Sideshow, it says November, like January 2024, but I got that email back in like June.
Wait, Catwoman?
Yeah. It says that I technically won't see her until like July, so it might happen. I don't know. I don't believe it.
Is she pushed back to July to October too? I think. Or maybe it's May to June. She might be May to June.
Wait, here. Are you talking about Catwoman, like the Dark Knight card?
2.0,
yeah, man.
It's delayed, but it's in stock.
I don't think it's even delayed.
No,
She
it's
just like people haven't
Not
got
in
them.
Sideshow.
They just don't want to release her. Okay, so I got my email on January.
Use my code
2nd.
M10.
Good plug.
Oh, here you go. This is what it was. I got my email January 2nd. It says that it will not be arriving into the warehouse until February or April. They missed that mark. So I don't know what's going to happen, dude. They missed that mark. I haven't had another
15%. Same thing they did with me.
Oh,
And
for
you'll
you,
buy something
for
else
you,
from 'em.
For you, but you got to use it in a week or it expires. It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
And it's the same figure you turned down 20 times before.
Yep. Literally.
Are you guys into Scarface?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
I've never seen that movie.
What?
You're gonna talk about it?
You're joking. I know you
It's
are.
one of the few movies I have not seen.
Say hello to my little friend.
Okay, well, here comes the new conversation, I guess.
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Segways.
Homework for next week, bud.
This shit looks absolutely fantastic. It looks beautiful. I like it.
Rooted
I like it a
Paramount.
lot.
Hey, does it come with Quaaludes?
Jeez.
Dude, this I mean anyone. I mean, who wants to start first? I mean,
I'll start.
open for all. Free panel.
Let
Here
me
we go.
start. Never seen the movie. Pass. Looks good.
Oh, that was a quick one. Easy.
I absolutely like this line that Blitzway's going with. First, they had the Tom Hardy one from Legend, I believe,
Mhm. Yeah.
and now Scarface. They had Rocky. Now, this is epic. This is like, if you want to show you have balls, you can do it, my friend. You can buy this statue. It looks really good, but I think something's off. I don't know if it's the shape of his head. I don't know. There's something off. They also have the rooted hair with the regular sculpt. Now, you're talking about bargain. We're talking about Artisan and all that crap. These are bargains. The Blitzway line, when they come with their rooted hairs, and it'll be like $1,200. And this is 1/3 scale. This is not, 1/6 scale. Look at the base. Look at the craftsmanship. And you're telling me I'm going to go pay $500 for a 1/6 scale crappy hair job figure thing? I mean, this might not be Loki, might not be the specific character we're talking about, but I think like Blitzway is really a run for the money when you get to this company. Now, speaking of, Blitzway is also doing Star Wars. This same line, but in Star Wars.
No.
So they've teased it so much and so hard to the point where it's blue balls. Like you get blue balls. This, imagine this quality, but Anakin Skywalker.
Dude, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in trouble.
That's I'm waiting for one company, one statue company, the Prime One, Infinity, whoever, who does the proper Star Wars. If Sideshow does it, we know that. Yeah, they do it.
No,
But I want to see like a good. They're gonna do Star Wars.
Yeah, it's already been. They're saying Star Wars, and the first one they're gonna do, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh
And
my
that's all we see.
gosh.
And
Do
it's
it.
And it's gonna
They
be
do
what I,
it.
what I see. It's gonna be a 1/3 scale. It's gonna be of what they call Black Label. Black
Wow.
Label
Oh,
is
yes.
going.
They did
Black
Michael
Label-
Jackson like that.
Yeah, Black Label is going to be the elite, like fine edition, prestige statue to get. This isn't even. I don't know. I don't think this is Black Label. And look at the quality. So
This is Brown
imagine
Label.
Anakin Skywalker or Obi-Wan Kenobi, but under a more detail-focused work. So Blitzway as a company, Scarface, if you're into this, I've seen the movie, love the movie. I wouldn't get the statue. I'm not that involved into the movie culturally, but I think like pop culture wise, if they go into pop versus just like movies, like Legend, like culturally, those type of movies, I'm not going to get statues from because I'm not going to like fanboy over certain dudes. I don't know. But I think Anakin Skywalker is cute. So once they do that, I'm gonna buy Anakin, like Anakin, 100%. Like that's me. So I'm just waiting for them to just roll into that line.
No, that would be sick if they do. I just can't wait for that. I was looking for. Remember when I when I went into statues and I was going to say, okay, you know what? I want to get the Terminator, and then freaking Prime One did it. Queen Studios did it. Like all of the sudden they were doing Terminators. I'm like, oh shit. But if you transition from if you collect both, or maybe you transition from Hot Toys to statues, I mean. Obviously, the difference is that action figures, you can pose them anywhere you want. You can do whatever you want with the figure, right? Posing wise. The statue is one pose. But the quality of it, like the rooted hair, the tailoring, and all that shit is just top. Just top. Any one of you guys want to make a comment on this Scarface?
Yeah, I know what's wrong with his head. The hair is too high up. This looks kind of more like a toupee. Almost
like
on him here.
It's like an egghead.
But it's like it's damn close. Like that is scary good, honestly there. But yeah, to your point there, Easy. I think that's what I noticed as well too. This is sick. I've always been a fan of Blitzway. I wish they didn't give up on 1/6 and go solely into statues. I mean, they did the Kurt Cobain statue and 1/6 figure, right? That was cool. But I've always been a fan of them. I have their Fight Club 2-pack. Like I have that. Love that those two figures there. I really wish they'd keep in the game there because I felt like back then they were really serious competition for Hot Toys. But yeah, this is gorgeous. The tailoring on this is fantastic. This is so cool because this is gonna appeal to people who are not collectors. More than Scarface is iconic. I mean, he's pop culture like 100%. I just think that, damn, when you throw in that base with the velvet stairs, with the gold and black trim banners, that is, I gotta give its flowers. I mean, that is detail upon detail there. Like that right there, you put that in any room, someone walks in, their eyes are instantly gonna be drawn to this one here. It's that damn good. But I wish they would do 1 and 1/6 because I don't collect statues.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think my only criticism of this, for the most part, is that it's not that "say hello to my little friend" scene where he's got the
I thought of that too. Yeah, I'm with you, Ben.
Just like unloading a clip with his like crazy face. Like I feel like when people think Scarface, they think that scene, even if they haven't even seen the movie.
But this is the iconic Scarface. This is the black and white silhouette.
That's the cover.
The silhouette. Okay, I can see that is a good. That's a good counterpoint to that. Then that's a good counterpoint. The suit is amazing. I was looking at reference photos while you guys were chatting because I didn't realize he had such dark circles around his eyes. At first, I was like, when you mentioned the Quaaludes part, I was like, damn, like he does look like he needs an upper or like an energy drink or something. Like he did not get enough sleep last night. My preference, if I was going to get into 1/3, though, I think would have been, as I said, the "say hello to my little friend" kind of scene, but. Now that you mentioned the silhouette, I like it more. Actually, that sold me on it more.
That scene right there.
Yeah, right. Like that is wild. That would be a wild statue to have.
Yeah, I would not, disregard that. I mean, they're probably gonna do something like this. Yeah. You know, that would look freaking sick.
Mm-hmm. Comes with a bag of Coke.
You can try it, right?
Disguised as a "do not eat fresh nerd."
Do not eat it.
Someone's gonna be an idiot. And you know those little packs they put in your packages to keep it fresh? Someone's gonna think it's an accessory.
Ooh. It's an eatable accessory.
You can keep your stupid coins, Hot Toys.
I know. Give me Coke.
I can't feel my face.
Oh man, dude, it's been a fun show, man. We're almost 2 hours. I want to say thank you. We're gonna wrap this up. I think enough is enough. We need to rest, man. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's been a freaking long week, man. I want to say thank you, my panel. Thank you, Dilo. Thank you, Jedi Knight. Thank you, Ben, Flavio, Isidus, and you guys at home for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe to all my friends' channels. All the links are in the description below. Check out the merch. We have a new merch. Awesome hats, awesome t-shirts. I put a lot of love into it. And also, please become a member. We have 3 different tiers, as you saw before: the silver VIP and platinum VIP. You get awesome perks. You have the chance to talk to us privately in a private chat group that we have, or group
I
chat.
send those.
And yeah, giveaways, contests, a lot of shit. Join, you'll see what I'm talking about. Flavio, please, where can we find you? What's next? What's going on your channel?
Thank you, Dante. Just first want to say, once again, thank you for having me so much. It's been a blast. Definitely appreciate you having me on here with you guys. Yeah, you guys can catch me on The House of Collectibles on YouTube and as well on Instagram. Kind of been a little bit stagnant just because if you guys are following me, you guys know I've suffered an injury a couple months back and kind of just haven't been making content because of that. But yeah, catch me on Instagram and YouTube. I usually do reviews and unboxings and stuff like that, but trying to get more creative with the kind of content that I make. So if you guys don't mind, please follow me on there. And I appreciate everybody that stopped by and had, a blast with us here. You guys can also catch me on the Bugle 6 with my boy Brick Artemis. We do, I think, 2 Mondays out of the month. So shout out to him. We actually do have a show coming up on the 20th. I do believe, D-Lo, you're on the docket for that. So catch D-Lo. He doesn't. He's so busy. He doesn't know.
About time he finally gets a
itinerary.
Wolfpack member on there. Jeez.
Yeah, so he'll be on there, and we also have P-Rock, the Zilla. So be sure to watch us there. But yeah, guys, dude, you guys are amazing. You guys are funny as hell. Easy, you had me rolling the whole time. Ben, it was a pleasure to meet you, my friend.
You too, buddy.
I've seen you in Collecting Weekly, plenty of times. So it was awesome to finally meet you. And guys, the Wolfpack, you guys know we go way back. So it was awesome to be here with you guys as well. Thank you guys for everybody in the chat. Don't forget to, look at Dante's, subscription that he has. He has a lot of great things. And shout out to you, my friend. Congratulations on the 100K subscribers.
Oh, thank you, man.
So thank you guys.
That's the
for
power
having
of
me.
buying subs. Ben, thank you very much, my friend, for being with us. Very pleasure to have you here. Where can we find you? What's going on the Ben Thomas show?
Dude, yeah, I mean, I echo almost everything Flavio said, so I can keep it short
Almost.
for sure. Thank you. Well, except for D-Lo, that guy. Thank you so much for having me, dude. I appreciate you, buddy. I would love to have you guys, any of you guys here on the panel, join me for Let's Get Nuts on the Ben Thomas Show every Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We've been having a lot of fun over there, always different panelists. And it's called Let's Get Nuts because we want to take it seriously, but we also want to have some fun and talk about some, random shit and just have some laughs. So join us there. I know, Dante, you've been in the chat a couple times on those Sunday shows as well. So please join us on the panel at some point, guys, whenever you're free on a Sunday, and I'll definitely bring you in. As far as where else you can find me, of course, I'm always on Collecting Weekly on Tuesday nights on the main show there with the boys. Flavio, I actually messaged them a bit and said today, we got to get Flavio on. So expect an invite there, I'm sure, at some point, as well as any of the rest of you guys, if you ever want to join us there. It would always be cool to have you guys. But I'm randomly, my sub count's been going wild this week. And so I'm about 200 subs away from 5K, which is insane.
Nice.
Come on, guys, subscribe. Come on, what are you waiting for?
So if any of you guys have a sub, please do so.
Or you can buy. I can give you the website you can buy.
There you go. So, oh my God. So anyways, yeah. Join me over there. Ben Thomas Show. Let's Get Nuts Sundays. Instagram's the same handle. And yeah, otherwise, hopefully I get invited back because it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very, very, very much for being with us. D-Lo the Collectas. Thank you so much, my friend. I mean, always a pleasure to have you here. Where can we find you? What's going on your channel? What do you have next? And keep hating Inart.
Get me on the influencer batch and we'll talk, boys. No, I'm kidding. No. Always a blast. Such a fun night. I had a great time. Thank you guys for just keeping it light and exciting and fun and hilarious like you guys always do. Yeah, I mean, as far as on the channel is concerned, specifically my channel, I dropped a video last week with Cobb Van, kind of doing a quick little review / a mod video. So I showed you ways how you can actually enhance the quality of your hot toy. And what's on the horizon, something new real soon here. I actually finished just modding my Hot Toys Batman there. So full-on body mod. I'm not sure. You can see some. I put some preview photos on my Instagram. Dilo the Collector.
You said body mod?
Body swap. I mean, I completely modified the whole thing. I'll show you guys. Well, I don't know why my camera's acting funny today.
Swapped it too?
You'll see. Oh yeah, I do things.
Hey, Dilo,
I don't know why my camera doesn't work. Whatever.
Dilo, if you bought the in-art version, you won't have to do that.
Oh, I was waiting.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I saw a recent video.
Unproportionate.
I have both. I have this one in stock with me now, and I have that one because I'm curious. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Batman fan, so I want to make sure I get the best one. But I gotta tell you, I saw a video recently, and I'm not excited no more. Let me tell you. So we'll see. I hope it comes out good. But yeah. So I'm gonna actually work on recording the final piece. I recorded me doing it as far as taking it apart and showing you how to put it back together. And I'm gonna finish up a little bit there, and I should probably, hopefully, have it out later. So we'll see. Stay tuned for that. But if not, you can always catch me on Wednesdays with this guy to my left,
Gramcitos.
Cash is on Wolfpack Wednesdays, baby.
And also, I want to show you guys that I was able to modify my Batman as well. So I think something went wrong. I was trying to make it look like the, I don't know, like an in-art Batman, but it came out like this. So I'm sorry. I will show you the video how I did this modification.
Pretty cute, honestly.
It's not easy. It's a full body swap there.
It's a body swap and everything. So
he rooted the hair and everything too. Impressive.
It's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Mr. Jedi Night Watch Graham, the Mr. Wolfpack himself.
Yes.
Where
Thank
can
you
we
for
find you?
inviting me
Thank you.
on, Dante. It was good to see all of you guys and hang out and talk figures. Yeah, you guys can, if you haven't subscribed, come subscribe to the Jedi Knights Watch. We do Wolfpack Wednesdays every Wednesday night at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern Time. Have a lot of fun there. It's a growing show, so we'd love to have you be a part of it. As for my channel in particular, did the Obi-Wan Vader review of that Hot Toys figure. That was a lot of fun. I love that figure. And then did a final product review of the Maju Space Mono. If you guys don't know me, I love the Maju Space, the Maju cases, and everything in that ecosystem. So it's a new case that's coming out. That's, the first batch has already been, I believe, sold out. So there's going to be batches. You guys can pick that up. But if you want to see what it looks like, head over to my channel. And yeah, outside of that, hope you guys all have a great weekend. And it's all good seeing you guys.
Before I go too easy, I want to say Happy Mother's Day for all the mothers watching.
Yes.
Enjoy the Sunday and every day. Mothers are obviously my wife, my mom. If you're lucky enough to have your mom, Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies, beautiful mommies in the world.
Hey, yo, mommy.
We're not gonna do a stream on Sunday because obviously I have to cook for the mummies. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a beautiful Mother's Day, and the mothers out there, of course, watching, if we have any. If you're a mother, just put a comment, say I'm a mom. I just wanna see. Easy Company Collectibles. Happy Mother's Day to you too, my friend. What's going on your channel, sir?
Why'd you just say it to me?
Your mommy. Don't worry about
I'm a
mommy.
mommy.
Chumami.
Dante is my papi. Okay, I'll stop. But I got this.
Oh, you did it.
Does it transform?
Was that Transformer? Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime!
Watch. We'll transform.
Oh my God, you're nuts.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
my God.
What is wrong with this guy?
Transform.
Lock that man up and throw away the key.
You got
Holy cow.
Yo.
Clone Trooper got
No
stuck.
respect.
Wow.
No respect, yeah.
So violent.
Could you break it? I want to see what happened if you break it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Actually, I can show you what happened.
He
His
threw-
head is there. His head is there, and body. That's his foot.
Oh my goodness!
And
Wow.
he's still
You
holding
do
his
still have
blaster.
hot toys.
Wow, a casual
He's
on live.
like, by the way, guys, I'm selling a clone trooper.
Cheap, real cheap.
Wow.
It's a 2.0 battle damage.
Well,
Transform a little bit.
Oh man, you guys.
That's all that's going on my channel. I really don't. I don't have nothing to say.
He's just throwing shit around.
Yeah, I just kind of upload. I sold. No, not mine. I just kind of upload sporadically, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's like
Almost
whatever
every day.
happens
Ace is
on
on.
the channel.
Ace
It's
is
not
coming
really-
back slowly but surely.
I've got quite a few Hot Toys reviews lately. Usually, I mean, I quit Hot Toys for a long time, but they've been releasing some nice quality figures, except for that one, that has really gained my attention.
well said.
We agree.
Applause.
Hey, hold on. Let me. What is my fucking effects? Hold on.
My fucking effects. What kind of effect? Hey, that,
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, it's been a fun night. So okay, so what's going on for me? We have Pennywise, Inner Pennywise finally is coming next week, guys. Finally. It was about time. Pennywise Inner. I was looking forward for the figure for a long freaking time. So reviews coming. Also the review of the the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire Spidey is coming as well. I'm not gonna keep that figure just to be really transparent with you guys, just because I'm not collecting Marvel anymore. So if anyone is interested, please hit me up. I'm probably most likely gonna sell it. So yeah, I'm a fake collector. What can I say? Then we have a bunch of well, I have a few statues coming too. And I don't know where I'm gonna put them, so that's another thing. And I'm gonna get those Yolopark Transformers, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a review or not. I don't know, but I
Just
might.
A couple shorts would be cool.
Maybe a couple shorts, maybe something quick, and then hopefully next. So next week is my channel anniversary. Okay, let me kind of like give you some sort of a backstory. I had my channel for like many years, but I wasn't posting shit. It was just there. Until 4 years ago, or almost 4 years ago, when I started posting videos and reviews and things like that. So next year is my anniversary since my first video I put, and I'm gonna have a special unboxing for you guys. Hopefully by that day. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully by that day. But that's all I have, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on my social media: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Not Tinder. Subscribe to my channel. Become a member, please. Let me tell you, you're not gonna regret it. What I did with this particular membership, because I used to have memberships before, and I kind of redesigned my whole channel. I want to provide something different, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm giving you guys with VIP and Platinum VIP members is gonna be freaking worth it. I'm telling
basically,
you.
if you get the membership, it's basically like, imagine you're following someone on Instagram, you really like them, you love them to death, you're following them for a long time, and then you find out they have an OnlyFans.
I thought it was going to be like that "Dick in a Box" song,
And I'm gonna give away
No
a lightsaber
surprise.
too. I'm gonna give a lightsaber, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber for the VIP and Platinum
Only
VIP.
fan.
I'm just trying to get
Only
more
for the
members, so because I don't have many yet, but
Very cool.
you are automatically part of the giveaway. So it's like you are there, So yeah, so subscribe, look at the merch. We have a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna do some showcasing very soon with some stuff that I have going on. Thank you, everyone, and as always, be well, and see you around in the next video. Bye bye.
Hubba Bubba Bubble Max. Blow unlimited amount of bubbles.
Bye.
Yo,
What happened? What happened with this thing? I don't know. Are we live or
Are we
not?
still live?
I don't know.
we might be.
Maybe.
Hold on. Let me